In a peaceful village, nestled between towering mountains and lush green fields, lived a blacksmith named Arjun, known far and wide for his remarkable craftsmanship. He forged strong, graceful pieces of ironwork. Yet, Arjun had one glaring flaw. He just couldn't wake up early. Each morning, though his alarm would go off, Arjun would tap the snooze button again and again. The warmth of his bed was simply too comforting to leave behind. This habit cost him precious hours of work, made him miss crucial village meetings, and caused delays in customer orders. His father, along with the village elders, would often caution him, but he never paid much attention to their words. "What's the big deal if I wake up a bit late?" he'd argue. "I can always get things done at night." But what Arjun failed to see was that the world moved at its own rhythm, and by refusing to align with it, he was missing out on golden chances. Then one day, the village chief arranged a gathering to prepare for the grand annual festival. Every villager was assigned a responsibility, and Arjun received the most honorable task of all: crafting a magnificent iron gate for the temple. This gate would stand as the festival's centerpiece, a symbol of unity and strength. The very next morning, the chief and his team visited Arjun's workshop to discuss the design. But to their dismay, the workshop was shut. Arjun was still sound asleep, unaware of everything. Frustrated, the chief gave the task to another blacksmith named Mohan. Though Mohan wasn't as talented as Arjun, he was dependable and always on time. When Arjun eventually woke up and found out the opportunity had slipped through his fingers, he was filled with regret. The festival was the most awaited event in the village, and he had lost the perfect moment to showcase his skill. Feeling ashamed, Arjun went to his wise grandfather for guidance. "Grandfather," Arjun said, "no matter what I do, I just can't seem to get up early. I don't understand why I struggle so much." His grandfather smiled gently and said, "Waking early isn't only about setting alarms, it's about knowing why it's important. Let me tell you a story. Long ago, in a different village, lived two farmers, Viram and Sohan. Both had the same size of land, the same tools, and the same weather. But there was one key difference. Viram always rose with the sun, while Sohan slept in late. Viram would begin his work at dawn and finish most of it before noon. This gave him time to rest, read, and enjoy time with his family. His discipline led to abundant harvests each year. Meanwhile, Sohan rushed through his chores, worked under the blazing sun, made constant mistakes, and was always worn out. His output was far less. One year, a fierce storm swept through the village. Since Viram had harvested early, his losses were minimal. But Sohan, who delayed everything, lost almost all his crops. The grandfather concluded, "Arjun, waking up early isn't just a matter of discipline. It gives you a head start. The world keeps moving forward, and if you're always behind, you'll always be chasing it." That night, Arjun finally understood. He had let laziness rob him of a valuable opportunity. Determined to change, he set his alarm for 5:30 a.m. The next morning, when it rang, his first instinct was to hit snooze, but he remembered his grandfather's story. Instead, he got up, washed his face, stretched his limbs, and took a peaceful walk around the village. As the cool morning air filled his lungs, he felt a new surge of energy. In the days that followed, Arjun built a solid morning routine. He began sleeping earlier, cut down distractions at night, and even started journaling his progress. Though the early days were tough, he stayed consistent. Slowly, his body adjusted, and waking up became second nature. His entire life began to shift. He was more productive, met deadlines, and earned greater respect from the villagers. His business grew, and trust in his work soared. When the next festival approached, the chief came to him once again. This time, Arjun was entrusted with an even greater challenge, designing an elaborate iron gate that would become the village's pride. With confidence, Arjun accepted. Not only did he finish the gate well before the deadline, but it turned out to be the most breathtaking ironwork the village had ever seen. Word of his craftsmanship spread to nearby towns, and his reputation flourished. One evening, sitting beside his grandfather, Arjun said, "Grandfather, now I understand. Waking up early isn't just a habit. It's how I take control of my life. I feel more focused, more alive, and much closer to the dreams I once only imagined." His grandfather, beaming with pride, replied, "Remember, my child, the morning sun brings with it new chances. Those who wake early walk hand in hand with success, but those who wake late are always running behind it." From that day forward, Arjun never went back to his old ways. He became an inspiration to the entire village, and his story lived on through the generations, reminding everyone that rising with the sun is not just about starting the day, it's about unlocking your true potential. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Story Seeker. For more tales that inspire and teach, hit the bell icon so you never miss a journey. Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning.